Hello, Star Channel Tarot. We are going to do a reading for Pisces. So, Pisces, let's see what's going on with your person, what's on their minds, what they're thinking. Also, I wanted to let you guys know. Let me see what else. Jeez, I don't know what I'm forgetting. Okay, well, let's continue. All right, so Girl with the Snake. This has been popping up for you guys in my readings often, and I believe there was an empath narcissist runner chaser relationship here where you're probably giving a lot to this person and they were taking a lot. So it was an imbalanced relationship. So what that is, when you break it down in energy speak, is one person is supplying a lot of energy to a union because the other one is lacking. So it could be like if someone is constantly giving a 90 or a 95 and the other person is showing up with 5, like constantly 5. Ultimately, the universe wants to balance out and needs to do a justice. Because it's not energetically balanced. And the one thing the universe always wants is to be energetically balanced. So if there's something in your life that is not balanced, that is not healthy, there will be some type of disruption that's going to come to try to level it out. And if you don't level it out, if, for instance, like that's what I was saying right now with Pisces season, it's the end of the cycle, right? The new cycle is about to start. Aries, the new cycle, the new energies are supposed to start, are starting with Aries. But because Pisces is the end, it's what I told you guys before. It augments everything. Okay, so we've been augmenting all the energies that are there. So if somebody is suppressing their feelings, if you're not talking about your feelings, it only makes them stronger, which is why we're supposed to communicate. You're supposed to flow with the feeling. You're supposed to flow with the water. If you keep it blocked up with rocks and stones, then eventually you're going to bust through. And it's what happens. People become overwhelmed. People become depressed. People let things that are manageable get out of hand. And that's where all these like issues arise: depression, regret, which is what has been showing up for your person a lot. So I feel like your person is recognizing their bad behavior, their bad thinking patterns. I think they're recognizing the issues within themselves. I think this has been a very important period for them. I can see in the center that they have unconditional love for you, which, obviously. Like it's coming right in the middle. And the last card is a photograph. So this tells me that your person is heavily thinking about you. Maybe looking at pictures, maybe going through your Instagram, whatever form, maybe physical pictures, or sometimes maybe just sitting there and thinking about you. Maybe at night a lot. Yeah, that makes sense because the sun is going down on the card. I never noticed that until now. Maybe sunsets mean a lot for you guys. Sunsets, maybe you guys enjoyed like sunsets, watching the sun go down a lot. Thinking about you at night. Also thinking about you at night because this person cannot distract themselves with whatever they did unless they're partying hard, which I kind of don't think so. I believe your person is going through a hermit mode. I mean, that's what I feel, at least. But during the day, they may like overwork themselves to suppress the energies, which is the problem that a lot of people do. All right, heart with a key. Wow. Well, it's the one. It's the one. Wow. It's like being a couple, being a It's a soulmate couple. And girl, so it's basically soulmate energy, finding your person, the person that you're meant to be with. Girl talk, this is the universe saying, like, take time for yourself, Pisces. Self-healing, communicate with others. Just time for yourself. And I remember how these two cards came up. It was the runner came up first, and then this chaser fell out after. Like, it just fell out from the bottom as I was shuffling. So I figured they wanted to be together. So that confirms this runner chaser, which is also like an empath narcissist, which can also be like a soul, like a twin flame energy. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Well, this person is saying that they like you, which I think that they more than like you because you're so much on their mind. And look right here, we have sunglasses again. So this person is looking at you, maybe looking at your pictures, maybe looking at videos of you guys that they have together, and they want to communicate with you because they want to see you again. And the boat is they're figuring out a way to come in. So the energy underneath this whole deck is them trying to figure out how to come back in because they want to be with you. But you don't know this because otherwise they wouldn't have to be stalking you. They wouldn't have to. There's all these signs of like separation where they have to just stare at you, stare at pictures, look at you through sunglasses, because you're separate. That's why you guys are separated from each other. That's why you're spending time with friends. You're not spending time with them because you guys are separated. Yeah, and you're separated because they were not taking it seriously, not putting in enough energy. They were a girl with a snake. So underneath girl with a snake, the narcissist empath relationship. So it was unhealthy, but you were doing your best, Pisces, because you loved them, right? And underneath that, there's love. There's heart with a key. So I feel like this really showed them what was going on. Probably the separation has been showing them what's been going on, because now they understand. After heart with a key, they understand how much they care for you. And then we have girl with kisses. So that's unconditional love. So we have 3 love cards, 3 being the one. And then under that, it's like you being alone. And after you being alone, it's you going on a date. So it's like love, then you're you're alone, and then you have the date. So this could be you figuring out your self-love, being alone, and then coming back into union. Because if you are in twin flame energy, that makes sense. Like if we also look at it that way, you're being in, you recognizing really what it is to love yourself first so that you can come together and have that union. Yeah. So it's also you recognizing the love for yourself, and it's them recognizing the love that they have for you. But you're alone, you're single, right? Girl talk, you're hanging out with whoever you want to hang out. And this is them coming in to offer you something more stable. And then on top, we have this person is just looking at your picture. I feel like this isolation is also kind of driving them insane, because they're recognizing once again that this was a runner chaser. They're recognizing their patterns finally. Maybe you had a conversation where you spoke to them and you told them something not necessary. Okay, there can be things that Pisces you can say and you don't mean them from a bad place. You just, because you can separate yourself from like giving somebody, like people, you can give someone constructive criticism and they could take it as just criticism, but you don't mean it like that. You're thinking, this, I'm telling you this because it's going to help you. It's for your ultimate growth. And perhaps you told this person something about themselves that has made them reflect and be like, wow, Pisces really sees me, whereas nobody else has seen me like this. And I think that has really, like they're shooketh. And that's why they can't let go. That's why now they realize they have unconditional love for you. That's why, yeah, that's why they have this unconditional love. Because they realize you have unconditional love for them. Because you love them with all their flaws. You accepted them with all their flaws. And with other people, they have to pretend to be a version of themselves they're not to try to be accepted, which is their insecurity, which is their narcissism, which is what puts them in a runner chaser. Okay, let me see what's next. And don't forget, we still have sunglasses and the photograph. So this person is watching and watching and watching you because they want to come in. They want to come in before they lose you. Because you're independent. You're going out, you're hanging out, you're having fun, you're living your life, and you're vibrating high. And somebody is going to pick up that energy and approach you and see you. You're glowing. I mean, even the card where it's placed on here is kind of glowing. Like the light is hitting it, I can see. So this person is, I would say this person is probably freaking out. Let's see what shows up in the next layer. All right. Girl with a snake. On top of girl with the snake, we have, I remember how these came out. All three of these came out together. Well, first of all, underneath the whole deck, we have Six of Pentacles, which tells me that this person wants to balance this all out, which makes sense because that's what I said, that you guys have been separated. They keep on looking at your pictures, they keep on watching you, they keep on going over this. They're also recognizing that this was a narcissistic empathic relationship, runner chaser dynamic, and they realize their inner feelings for you now. So now that they realize and they're what they've lost, right? They want to balance the situation. Yep. So right here we have the Two of Swords, which now that I'm seeing it with the girl with the snake, this card, the Two of Swords, has a guy who is blinded to the relationship, and they hold on. Sorry, you guys. So I have did these. For those of you who don't know how I do this, is I'll do my meditation and I'll pull these cards, and then when I have free time, I'll go over and I'll reread them. So I don't really remember what was in here. That's why I'm like kind of blown away when I see it now, because I kind of do it in a meditative trance when I lay the cards, take the pictures, and then go about my day, just to try to be a little bit more time efficient. Because when these readings end up being like 50 minutes, it takes me a long time, like a day or 2 days sometimes, to upload them. All right, so back to this. So there's this two of swords. So the Two of Swords is this guy who is blindfolded and who has their hand across their chest. So that tells me, now that I see this with the narcissist empath, the narcissist has a block around their heart, okay? Which means that they are very, very afraid of letting someone in, which tells me your person was very, very afraid of letting you in. So they put up some kind of blockages toward you. Now, this person wants to move beyond that, okay? And they're looking toward the future with you, and you're going to get communication. So whatever was blocked before, 2, we're moving beyond that. We're going to an 8. So this person wants to move beyond these blockages that they used to have, so that toward you. They look at you. It's like the Two of Wands, looking at love, not looking at love, but because you're the world to them. So that's what I mean by looking at love. Looking at the world, you're everything that they've ever wanted. and you're going to be getting communication. All right, in the middle one. All right, the middle column, we have unconditional love, the sun. So obviously, yeah, that's what I was saying. So this person was blocking you, undecided, couldn't figure out what the hell they wanted. Two of Swords. Figured out what they wanted. They wanted you. They want you, Pisces, because you're their ultimate happiness, which I think is what I just said right now. They wanted your ultimate happiness. And yep, they walked away from you. There's the Eight of Cups. So and that's right above the runner chaser. This person ran away from your relationship. So maybe you guys had a conversation where it was like, dude, I need you to level up. I need you to bring down your walls a little bit. Let me in, just for example, I don't know what it could have been for you guys, but there was something that happened between you guys that caused a separation. But the reason was your person had to do some kind of leveling up, and they were not ready. So that could have been not mentally ready. Well, ultimately, it's all mental and spiritual, right? Because that has different ramifications in your life. But your person had to get their life aligned so that you guys can be ready. And I feel like they didn't even realize how misaligned they were until they met you. Because everybody else has just been kind of like just a yes man to them. And you've been the only real person in their life, showing them real love, real unconditional love, accepting them with their flaws, whereas they have to be somebody else with everybody else. They have to present the version that they feel is accepted, whereas you showed up as your authentic self. And like, whoever's going to like me is going to like me. If they don't like me, whatever, keep it moving. I'm not here to make anybody else's, life feel better. They need to make their life feel better. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that, like, really everybody has to learn for themselves what it is to have self-love. And I don't think your person was coming from a big place of self-love. I feel a lot of lack from them, which is now why they want to come in and balance out the situation, why they have the Six of Pentacles, because it was very imbalanced in the beginning. And that Eight of Wands, it could be that they're coming in very quickly. That's the fastest card in the minor arcana. And it's also communication. So I feel like you're going to have communication from this person coming soon. And I think we've been getting that recently a lot. So it has to and also, I feel that, like I was telling you guys, like this communication, right? Because if you've been following my readings, I've been picking up on the same energy for a while now. And I think this whole Pisces season, like I remember how I was telling you, like it's the end of the cycle, and it augments everything because it wants to clear everything out. So Pisces season tries to clear out all the emotional baggage of everybody, so that we can have a new beginning. In Aries, like we're starting off a new world. Like you're supposed to start with a bang. You're supposed to like be that Fool card, like jumping into everything, like lighthearted, opening your eyes. And also remember, you guys, at the end, like toward the end of Pisces season, beginning of Aries season, there's that massive eclipse that's happening. There's an eclipse that's coming, which I've told you guys is eclipse is going to be magnifying power for Pisces, because that's your identity. Your card is the moon card. You can use the energies of the moon. It magnifies everything for good, for bad. I hope you guys aren't like that, thinking like that, but that's why you have to, whatever energy is there, existent, it will magnify it. And Pisces already magnifies it. And I think this is in Saturn. I'm not sure about that because I'm not very good with that stuff. I just, I go over it, I read it, and then I try to feel like how it matches up with the tarot, but I'm not like an astrologer, so I can't give you like all the details about that, but I can tell you that this is magnifying what is already magnified already, which is a lot of really strong energy, which explains to me why when I do these readings, they're very heavy. And sometimes when I do these readings, honestly, like, I'll pick up on this person's energy, your person, and it's just really sad. Really, really, really sad. It's a hard energy to channel. And another thing, my readings, like, I don't know if this is if how long it takes me to upload them is normal, or it's another sign of the energy. Like, it just dawned on me the other day. It's taking me so long to put up these readings. That also is like the energy impeding me from putting out the information. Or when my camera stops mid recording, or my headphones drop off or whatever, or my mic isn't working properly. Like, those are all those are all signs. The things that happen in the reading of the energy trying to prevent, not your energy, Pisces, but the other energy that is fighting. Do you see what I'm saying? There's two energies that are like, one is vibrating really high and the other one is more stable, and they're fighting. So it's like they have to level out. Kind of like when two streams meet of water, like one is going to overpower the other one. And ultimately, Pisces, because you are vibrating higher, you will ultimately pull up whatever energy is with you. You have to. You do not want to be pulled down. So you have to be in your strength. Please meditate. Please stay focused. There are so many energies coming in right now, and this is going to be a very important, decisive time for you. All right, let's go into the middle row. All right. A heart with a key and judgment. Okay, so you have judgment. You have the Knight of Swords and the Wounded Warrior. Okay, so, gosh, this person wants to come back. Judgment is somebody who wants to, Archangel Gabriel is blowing the horn of resurrection. So this is a higher force interceding. I mean, it's also major arcana, higher force interceding and bringing union. It's also someone who is recognizing their mistakes, which, now that I'm seeing all the other cards, that's making a lot of sense to me. Like, that this person has been in a time of isolation and is really figuring out how they were lacking and how they need to improve, and they want to come in fast. That's the fastest horse of the knights. That's the fastest movement of the knights. And why? Because they are exhausted from being the wounded warrior. And nines are also the end of cycles. Nines and tens are the ends of cycles, because tens are really like end and beginnings. Kind of like that gray line, because there isn't really any black. There are always shades of gray, right? Like, black and whites are at the extreme, at the very, very extreme. And in the middle, there's a huge variety. And this person is in the Nine of Wands energy, ending a cycle. A very emotionally draining. Look at this guy. Oh my gosh. And there was the Two of Swords up there who was blindfolded. Remember I said that? They were blindfolded and they had their chakra, the heart chakra, blocked. And here, this person, okay, I see it. This person, their blindfold is coming off, you see? Like, it's just on their head. So they're really beat up, but at least they can see. And they can see, they're looking at the judgment. They see their bad choices. They see how they acted. And they want to come in fast. They want to come in fast. Wow. So this person has had time to reflect, and in this time of reflection, they've recognized who their one is, how they feel about you, and they want to come in quickly because they know that you're independent, you're single, and you probably have a lot of people that are coming toward you, and they're sad because this wounded warrior is sad because they recognize that this was a runner chaser dynamic, this was an unhealthy narcissist empath dynamic. They can see it now, see, and they see the judgment, and they want to come in, but they're scared because look at how they're still blocking their heart a little. Do you see what I'm saying? They're still blocking their heart a little, and they're holding on to a wand, but they want to come in. That's what they're doing. Like that's what they're focused. They want to come in. And that's what they're like, that's in the center of this layer. How they're in the center of this layer is your independence. Kind of like, to me, this girl talk is in this deck kind of like a almost a 9 of Pentacles energy, like independent, free, running around, doing whatever you want. This person doesn't want you out there doing whatever you want. Like, they don't want somebody else to come and swoop you and lose you forever. Like, to lose you forever would be absolutely devastating. Oh my gosh, and there's a nine of Pentacles. All right, you guys, we have the 9 of Pentacles on the bottom. That's crazy. I can't believe that's there because that's exactly the energy I felt off of that girl talk card. Wow. 9. I don't know my angel numbers either. I should study those, but I'm sure that means something. All right. So on the bottom, we have the 9 of Pentacles, which is independence. So this person is single. This person is single. Maybe they've been doing really well, but they want to have a reunion. Yeah, maybe this person has actually been healing. And as they're healing, they recognize that they love you. And they want to have a reunion, because this reunion card is right on top of date. That came up right on top of date. Wow. And I remember this card. This card, the 7 of Cups, came out upside down, which in the upright, like, all these cards have so many meanings. So you have to kind of figure out which meaning. It's like a puzzle, figuring out what it means. Like, what's the message? That's why I really like using the oracle cards as well, because they can kind of guide you more, and then you can focus in on what the message is. So these oracle cards obviously guided me into, it's a message of love. Someone who is regretful about their actions in the past, right? And you guys have been in separation, and they want to come back, and they're just watching you. And sure enough, look at what the tarot is telling us. Someone who ran away, time of separation. Someone who's depressed, has recognized what's going on. Judgment, and they have clear judgment. And now they're single. They want to have a reunion. Single, 9 of Pentacles. They want to have a reunion, 3 of Cups. And they have clarity. The 7 of Cups upside down is clarity, because otherwise it's indecision. It's, it can be confusion. It can be a lot of things, but upside down is definitely clarity. Focusing in on what they want. Focusing in on what they want with the sunglasses. So that tells me that this person is really recognizing what they want, and they want to come. They're going to come through. They have the fastest horse, and you have communication, and you have a date, and you have reunion, and you have judgment. Wow. Whew, okay. Girl with a sword. This narcissist empath relationship that someone has had clarity over. They want to come in. They're trying to figure out how they're going to come in to send. They want to send you messages. I think they're going to send you messages because they love you, and they want to come back in. Once again, the messages is right there, And they are coming in. That's Angel Gabriel, because they've had clarity about everything that's going on in their life, their lack of action, because they care for you. They love you. It just says I like you, but I feel it's because they've been masking their feelings. They actually really love you. And underneath that we have, and they're free. They're single. If you guys were worried that your person wasn't available or wasn't something else, I feel like your person is free. This could also be your person being free of whatever mental blockages they had before, because it doesn't necessarily have to be a person. Like if you guys are involved with somebody that maybe I don't know, I hope you're not involved with somebody who was married or anything like that, or whatever it was. Maybe they were overworking themselves, or maybe they have negative thinking patterns. Like you got to remember, like this, whatever was preventing them at a level is energetic, and you have to break it down. Like what is it? Is it a level of thinking? Are they pessimistic? Are they what kind of trauma are, like they're freeing themselves of something. The Nine of Pentacles is freeing themselves of some type of toxic behavior, thinking pattern, something in their life. So it doesn't necessarily have to be like a third party. So I don't want you guys to freak out about stuff like that, because it's not. It's positive. They care for you and they're free to come toward you. Okay, let me see. We have unconditional love, the Sun, which is the happiest card in the deck, and girl talk, you being independent, Pisces. You, being on your own, vibrating high right next to the sun, then coming in, running after you, because not running after you, I mean like the fastest horse, and asking you on a date, asking to see you. So you have communication, wanting to see you, wanting to be in your physical presence. And underneath that, we have another union card, being together, reunion. And I think that's the bond. Yeah, so it's union and union. They want to come in to see you. They want to have a reunion. All right, we have the photograph, which is you're on their mind a lot, because they're regretting walking away from you. They walked away from you. They want to return. Yeah, there's a runner-chaser dynamic here. Maybe they want to end this dynamic and have a healthier version, which is going to be up to you also, Pisces, balancing this out. We have that, balance energy. So you have, if you decide to be with this person, you're going to have to set some boundaries so that they do not go crazy, because this person requires boundaries, because there's something traumatic in them that happened that they never had these, and boundaries are necessary for everyone. So I think it'll be healing for them to have them. And then underneath that, we have the wounded warrior, who is very sad and depressed and missing you. And look at them. They just want to be, they want to be with Pisces. They're like longingly looking into the, distance. Like they want to be that Two of Wands with the globe and be prepared, doing everything. This is that person's want and desire to be free of that burden of the Nine of Wands, and they want to be free of that, and they want to be with you. They're watching you, and they're watching you because now they have clarity. That Seven of Cups, they have clarity of what they want, what they need. They want to come in. That's boat energy. They want to come in toward you. So Pisces, this is what I have for you. This person is, this person is coming. This person is coming to you. I don't know when. I feel like this has to be soon, just because of the energies, what I said. Like Pisces, maybe within the next 2 months, I would say. Like I never like to do timing, but because the energies are so strong. But also remember, like if this doesn't happen right now, when I say this, you could be on a slower timeline. and your life could change dramatically like this in, I don't know, maybe August, or maybe in the like, just know that you're already on this timeline. If this is resonating with you, this is your timeline. So this will happen. I can't tell you when, because we're all on, we're on different planes, we're on different timelines. But this is the timeline that I've picked up, and this is going to happen. So if this resonates for you and this is what you want, you can continue on this path. If you do not want this, then you also have the choice of saying, no, I don't want this, and not even interacting. So that's going to be ultimately your choice, Pisces. But I have to tell you, like, recognize that everything in this life is a lesson for you. So figure out what the lesson is, learn, and grow from it. So for some of you, they're all different lessons, and I can't tell you what your lesson is. Some of them are lessons for higher union, some of them are not. You have to figure out what you want. All right, Pisces. Wishing you the best, and I will talk to you soon.